Oh man, but I mean, since we're on TV, it's a lot of TV and movie film news that happened this week, man.
Yes, sir.
Marz, I know you got a lot of shit to get off your chest, my brother.
The acts of Zaslav. I'm not really off my chest. I'm more just excited. I'm excited. The acts of Zaslav.
I mean, you did. What's the word I'm saying? I'm trying to think of. You did call this shit. Now, I mean, you predicted this shit. You called it a couple of months ago on the pod. Said niggas was clearing house. It was going down. Let's talk about it, my brother.
All right, there was a shareholders meeting the other day. This was Thursday, I believe. Right before Thursday, it came out that the Batgirl film, which was shot and was in post production, was canceled. $90 million gone. They ain't gonna use it as a tax write off. So we're never gonna see this movie ever, like ever. This shit is getting shelved for life. It starred Michael Keaton. I forgot who was playing I forgot the chick who was playing Batgirl.
Leslie Grace.
Leslie Grace and the dude from The Mummy,
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser was Firefly. He's a Batman villain. He was supposed to be the villain in the movie. They canceled that shit because Zaslav said we not putting out no shit we don't believe in. And the movie was ass. Her suit was like cosplay. Fuck is you bringing Keaton back for? That nigga's like 90. And they was trying to make him the main Batman. They was trying to get rid of Ben and make him the main Batman.
He's trying to make Joe Biden Batman.
And Toby Emmerich smoke crack. This was confirmed to us years ago. They smoke crack. They have to smoke crack on their off days. Probably when they at work. So and then we got the news early last week that Ben is back in Aquaman 2, and they took out Keaton scenes. So Keaton's not in Aquaman 2 anymore. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna push the flashback again to get rid of all that Keaton shit and add Ben and give us more Ben Affleck.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm for anything pro Ben.
During the shareholders meeting, he announced that there is DC Studios now. It's not just DC Films or Entertainment. They're actually having a studio a lot in Warner Brothers where they're going to be focusing on DC films and taking it very serious. His exact quote was, "We need to protect the DC brand because there's a lot of fuck shit been going on with these movies." I'm pretty sure, not too sure, but there's a rumor going around that Shazam could get pushed back as well, because Henry Cavill is coming to Black Adam. Henry Cavill as Superman. He's back. He's back. Okay, he's gonna be a Black Adam, and hopefully it could boost that movie up because The Rock is not doing a good job at all. He got booed at Comic-Con because he fucking thinks he's such a fucking narcissist. Now you guys know that he was like he came into the Fast and Furious franchise and tried to took it over. And took it over, right?
He tried to strong arm that shit.
And he tried to strong arm it, and he did a spin-off and it bombed.
It flopped, yeah.
It flopped.
Shout out to Jason Statham. Sorry you had to go through that, bro, but he was a pawn. He was a pawn in the play.
He was a pawn. He was. And he tried to do that same shit here in the DC Super Pets film. Spoiler alert. There's an end credit scene. Now, The Rock voices Crypto, the super dog.
Super dog, word.
Right. And the end credit scene, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen or heard in my life. The nigga puts Black Adam, right? At the end credit scene, he's voicing Black Adam, and then he voices Black Adam's dog. Said, the fuck is what's wrong with this nigga? Are you that
Damn, he did all three?
He did all three. And The Rock is The Rock in every movie. So the nigga was it was The Rock talking to The Rock.
The Rock is one of them actors that where no matter what he plays, you think of him as The Rock. Just because of how he looks, son. You mad big and swole. Like, we can't.
The only film that he did where I was like, this nigga could probably act was the movie where he was undercover as a snitch working for the cartel shipping drugs. He tried to save his son. What was the name of that? Was it Snitch?
The Rock as a snitch? I'm not sure. It might be. Let's see. It's called Snitch. Yeah, 2013. It's called Snitch,
right? That's his best film. He's acting, and then he's acting.
Or when they
clap.
This kid, or when they something like that, or
his kid was locked up.
Yeah.
That was his best
early film. Though, 2013. I could see how he could pull that off back then. He wasn't like Hollywood blockbuster art. So he was probably doing shit that he, know what I mean, was in his lane.
So
Or
I
not
feel like
in
Dave
his lane where he
Bautista
could
is
showcase his skills more, I guess. Oh shit, R.I.P. Michael K. Williams was in this shit too.
it's crazy. I still feel like Dave Bautista is the best wrestling actor there is, but
Because he
anyway,
actually acts. You don't
yeah,
you
right.
know what what you guys say, drugs?
No, I was just I was I don't really agree with that one. I
I
don't think
said
he's a bad actor,
wrestling
but
actor. What other wrestling actor? John Cena?
John Cena not bad.
He's not, but we can't see him. So
Peacemaker.
I haven't actually seen it.
Y'all niggas watch Peacemaker?
I
It's
saw a few
something else
episodes.
was not.
I haven't started.
I'm not a fan of James Gunn's forceful sex joke humor.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. So
Especially when
listen.
you got caught up on some bullshit too, bro.
And speaking of James Gunn, that's another reason. All the films that that was coming out, we call them in the comic book community. We call all the films that's not Snyder films Hamada burgers. If your film's a Hamada burger, it's not really good. So Jay gave James Gunn $200 million to shoot the Suicide Squad, and it only made 167 worldwide at the box office. Obviously, nobody likes that movie. It was trash to me. I felt like it was a waste of fucking space. The Batman was the mid-man. I mean, how many times we gonna see Batman movie where he's actually he's in the real world? That shit is not it anymore. Nolan did it, and I don't know why Matt Reeves decided he wanted to do it. He wanted to out Nolan. You're not gonna out Nolan, my nigga. I don't get that at all.
Impossible.
You're giving us a movie with Batman versus the Riddler, and a month later we got to see fucking Doctor Strange meet Professor Xavier. So how does it weigh up? You know what I'm saying? How does that work? Nobody cares. And then the year prior to that, we seen Batman team up with the League and go against Steppenwolf. So why the fuck should we care about a Batman going against the Riddler? Anyway,
that
HBO
Max and Discovery Plus,
it's merging. It's
they're
merging.
merging.
It's all. It's merging. And he
There's
got
been a
rid
lot
of all the
HBO
shows
Max.
that he felt like was wasting, that Warner Brothers was wasting money on. You know what I'm saying? Like Hamada and Toby Emmerich are the reason that we're not getting no second season of Lovecraft Country.
Okay.
Like they were doing a lot of just fuck shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at an article here of Variety. Basically, it just says, so it has a list of the 6 movies. It says HBO Max quietly removed 6 Warner Brothers streaming exclusive movies. And I got the list. I've never seen any of these movies, if I'm being honest. Moonshot, Super Intelligence, The Witches, An American Pickle, Lockdown, and Charm City Kings. But the fact that they're doing that just means that it's a whole overhaul coming. Like it's a lot of
whole overhaul coming. He's trying to. Zaslav is not playing. He wants to catch. He actually credited Kevin Feige for what he did with Marvel. He said that he's going to do it. He wants to have like a 10-year plan with with DC Films, and so we're gonna see. I'm excited. Ben's back. Cavill's back. There was a report months ago. Shout out to Mikey Sutton and Sil Abdul. Mikey had broke that Zaslav really wants a Wonder Woman 3 to be a Trinity film with Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. So hopefully, and Patty Jenkins ain't coming back at all. So we're not gonna get a Wonder Woman 84 ever again, guys. So thank God, because that shit was ass. That's arguably the worst comic movie. I think it's worse than Catwoman. Halle Berry. Might be. You gotta watch it back to back to find out. But so yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
It's been a wild week in terms of just it's a lot happened this past week with just that company, and I mean the people that's at the behind the controllers and behind the wheel.
Right, and now all of a sudden, the Snyder haters are now release the Batgirl film. Don't they sound like us now? We'll release the Snyder cut or restore the Snyderverse. They're trying to get us to help them. But get the fuck. We're not fucking promoting that bullshit. You better suck a dick and die, nigga. Nobody's helping y'all with that. Get the fuck out of here.
The Joker 2. I mean, they announced that's coming out.
They announced that 2024. It's supposed to be basically like a musical.
I did hear that it's supposed to be a musical. I don't know how I feel about that, but I did see, and it's confirmed, Lady Gaga is going to star as Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Interesting to see that.
I like that. Know what I mean, New York, New York's own Lady Gaga. I fuck with Gaga, son. Like, I don't know what it is. I guess this the time when she came up, like her prime, if you call it, was just around the time where like I was just getting into like music and just getting outside of hip hop and just artistry in its own. You know what I mean? This is around the time where she was wearing like meat costumes and shit to the award shows. So niggas
Yeah.
looked at her as like a weirdo or whatever. But I thought that shit was cool because, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm interested to see her performance as Harley Quinn.
she's great in shows. I don't know if y'all niggas seen American Horror Story, the hotel season. Like, she's great. Like, she's a good actor.
I'm
She went
interested
to
in her
she went to
roles.
LaGuardia, bro. She went to LaGuardia.
She went to the
Art
same school I
school.
dropped out of. Shout out to her, man.
Word.
Dropped out that shit. She a real G for sticking that shit out, man. Word. Dropped out
And
that
Did
shit.
making it
she
work.
did she
Word.
play in that movie with
With
it was
Bradley
like
Cooper.
Bradley Cooper? Yeah, she did really fucking good in
A
that.
Star is Born. Yo, she's a great actor,
She's a
son.
great
Like,
actress. Yeah.
We're gonna see if
that shit
she
had
can
like
hang with
Grammy.
Joaquin.
That shit had Oscar noms. You know what I'm saying? She had like Oscar nominations for that film. They might have won. I don't know if they won, but I know they had multiple Oscar nominations. Oscar nominations for that shit. But
Another
shout out to that.
Blue Beetle. That may get shelved too. There's gonna be a test screen in a few weeks, and if that shit ain't hitting, that nigga's ass is gonna swing that axe, nigga, and it's over. Kaput, shelf. So it's another film that's on the watch. What's her name? Amber Heard. She may not be in Aquaman 2. They keeping it under wraps. This new regime, they know how to keep leaks. They know how to keep shit to themselves. Like, we wouldn't have known Ben Affleck was in Aquaman 2 if Jason Momoa ain't post that video.
Yeah.
Ain't post that picture. Like, they've been real. The new regime is real, keeping they shit closely tight knitted and making sure that these bullshit ass bloggers and journalists don't get anything to find out. There's this one journalist named Umberto Gonzalez. He's a fuckhead. I swear he eats shit daily. He put out a fucking article saying that they wanted to keep Walter Hamada. And then in the same article goes, we reached out to Warner Brothers Discovery and they had no comment. Nigga, they not gonna fucking, what the fuck is wrong? Like, journalism is dead, bro. Like, it's just, these motherfuckers, they mad that Snyder's coming back. A lot of motherfuckers is tight that the signs are showing that the shit is getting restored, son. And
You know what's
niggas that
crazy?
was spent half a decade talking shit is gonna look stupid.
Bro, I didn't even know Zach. I know all of my Zack Snyder shit from this pod and what you talk about. I didn't even know that nigga made 300, bro. I'm just catching on, nigga. I did not know. I'm just getting into the era of me watching movies and actually doing the research of who made the movie.
Same guy. I told you the same guy last week. I spoke on it. The same guy who hired him, Alan Horn, to do 300 and put him on for Man of Steel. He left right after Zack did Man of Steel, but when the success of 300, Alan Horn brought him the Aston Martin, the same Aston Martin that Ben Affleck used in Batman v Superman. And then when Ben was announced back in Aquaman 2, Zack Snyder goes as Vero, posts riding in Bruce's car. It's little hints of shit that's just like, oh, you fucking punk. Just tell us already, bro. You back, my nigga. Good God, bro. So
yeah, but I mean, shout out to Snyderverse is coming back. It seems like everybody's anticipating that shit. What? So you on record, you think you think it's all signs point to that?
All signs point to that. All signs point to 2025, 2024, 2025-ish. We're gonna be going to the movies to go see Justice League 2. Zack is done with Netflix after November, guys. He finished shooting. He's shooting Rebel Moon 1 and 2 back to back. November's the final month. Yeah, November he's done. His contract isn't done. He still has work, but as far as film goes, because he's doing a show for Netflix called Twilight of the Gods. Shout out to Jay Olivia. Jay Olivia is a comic book artist. He works for DC. He does most of like the designs for all the fight scenes. He does most of the designs for all the fight scenes in DC films and shit like that. They're doing a Twilight of the Gods film, which takes place in Norse mythology. So we're gonna see Zack's take on Thor and Odin and Fira and all the Norse mythology gods. Yeah, it's gonna be on Netflix. So
so we looking out for that, man, for sure.
But he's gonna do that off back and forth. It's not film. It's not a big budget film. So he's gonna be free. Yeah, it's gonna be free.
Still on your block, you niggas know what it is, homie. The fifth on me, I smear bullets at your rail, homie. Put a stack up, or call for backup. It's still HBU, heartbreak, or get cracked up. Money I chase, fuck clearing it out the bank. My niggas run up and chase, duck take the staff, get the cash, then we escape. Agree with me? If you don't, then go some balls, nigga. Focus on what you got, never dwell on your loss, nigga. Life is hard for a young black man selling drugs. Fuck a hoe just because.